Guys, school catchments, when you're buying and renting real estate, it is essential. Sometimes you just don't care until you care about it. We're going to talk about school catchments this morning. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
School catchments, it's a war zone out there, Billy. It's a war zone.
It's a big shuffle. It's the school shuffle or the shake-up for 2025. Like, there are some massive changes coming that we haven't seen in like 40, 50 years, 60 years.
I cannot believe that the Northern Beaches has not built a brand new public school for 50 years.
It's like 58 years to be exact. And then there was the German school that opened, but neither here nor there, a really long time. And this is going to affect a lot of people. So parents, listen up. If you're not already on board with what the changes look like, we're going to give you a bit of an insight this morning.
The last school that was opened was Cromer High School, my school. Is this true?
You're a product of the final Northern Beaches opening.
Wow. Cromer High School, best school in Australia, I say.
Now, do you reckon school zones are still as important as what they were on parent shopping lists these days?
Yeah. I reckon worldwide and locally and domestically, like in every capacity, kids' education is, safety, security, it is right up there. It is right up there. And I think that's why Australia is so popular, because of our education system and, what we offer. Like, make no mistake, it is top three for when a international person is looking to migrate to Australia, which I think says something about people.
Yeah, and we see it locally, through open homes. People are making decisions on where they want to be, just so it either makes commuting easier or it makes the actual school catchment possible. Because if you're out of area, it makes it a bit harder to get into some of these preferred schools.
Billy, you're an old man in a young man's body. Where are you going to send your kids to school?
If I was on the Northern Beaches, I would. Well, my favourite school in the Northern Beaches is Freshwater Senior Campus. I went there myself. I went to 9 different schools in total, and that was the best. And that's across 3
How many
different
schools?
I went to 9 schools, and Freshwater Senior Campus was the best of the lot.
Why?
It was just really, it supported people that want to be supported and left the other ones alone, and then they didn't annoy everyone else. But it's year 11 and 12 only for the moment. However, that's about to change.
Okay, I guess it's actually, that's another conversation to be had, co-ed or single sex. But there's 2 perspectives. There's the kid's perspective, what a great school is, and there's the parent's perspective, it's a great school. What do you reckon's on the top shopping list for a parent for a kid?
Private school wise, I think St. Luke's would be up there.
The question I'm angling for is, what are the elements? Like, what are the elements of when you're making the decision of going to a school as a kid, or when you're making the decision of sending your kid to a school? What are the elements that you would consider as a parent, as a kid?
As a kid, I think you really just want to be where the social group is. Now, I'll give you an example. There's schools that have sort of standout reputations for offering certain things, like Narrabeen Sports, amazing sport. There's another one, I think Pittwater, that has got amazing music. So there's some schools that just have what people want, and there are them at the Northern Beaches.
Okay, so as a kid, you put social up there, you put sport up there.
Yeah,
as a kid.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
As a parent, what do you put on the shopping list?
Results. I heard Freshwater Senior Campus have one of its like record-breaking years for ATAR results. Yeah, Freshwater and Manly campus. So I think a good track record is good. But also I think, just having a bit of a walk around some of these schools, like there's a lot of public money put into them, not just in the private sector, but you can see it's being spent well, it's well managed, teachers are really on board. I think that makes a big difference as well.
I reckon, as a parent, like now my girls are 18, 26, and I went through the public system, so I went through Cromer High School, Northern Beaches. Lisa went through the public system, and we had a choice. First choice was public or private, and we had capacity. Geez, it was pushing ourselves, but we had capacity to go private, so we just did. Probably made that decision because there was the bandwidth, the capacity, and budget to do it. Second to me was proximity. I found proximity was probably one of the most important things that, there's, I guess in a school life, there's probably 10,000 movements to and from home. If you're close to your school, massive. Yeah. And then I think, the quality of education, the quality of peer, of like getting along. Do you know what I mean? Harmony was another one where I didn't want a school that was known for, like a hard environment for kids to get through. And then obviously that, like you said, the level of education where their rankings, probably I put it about 5. And then as a kid, I just when I go to school, and I went to school, I just want to have fun. And I wanted to do it on my terms. Interesting. Very interesting.
Now, let's just show you the shake up because this is huge. So we've got a bit of a map there for you. Now, read the bottom, you'll see we've got a new school coming. And that is the green area. So the green area is the Forest High School relocation. It's being relocated. The new address is 187 Allambie Road. Like as you drive up Allambie Road, you find the shops, get a bit higher up and you'll see the big construction site. It's got the government sort of logo on it. That's the new school. It began construction in December 2023 and its completion's anticipated for mid-2025. So I reckon 6 to 9 months, people are going to start to see that really shoot up. That's going to be coming very soon.
You know what? How fun! Like, look at when the new hospital went in the same similar location up there. Like, the tech is cool, is new. The facilities are new. The seating, the everything. Like, what a great environment to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing is the expansion of Freshwater Senior Campus. Now that's traditionally been only years 11 and 12. But they're opening that up from year 7 to 12 now. Year 7 and 9 students will be able to enroll from term 1 2026, and then the school will be fully operating from years 7 to 12 from 2027. So that's going to be massive, huge change.
And some of them, they're already co-ed, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This
what's your take on your take on that young 20-year-old?
Yeah, I never went to a single sex, but I reckon co-ed's definitely the way to go. When I had a lot of friends that went to Bally Boys, and I know they make a big effort to do, social activities with their sister school, which I think was McKellar.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Oh, look, our kids went to a single-sex school. I probably would have preferred co-ed, but that's life.
Yeah. Now, the intake for Bally Boys and McKellar Girls, I think, has expanded a little bit as well. So that's all there for you. And here's a list of the schools that will be adjusted, sort of the local intake. So there's your list. If that applies to you, you can find all this on the government website. I can have a bit more look. But yeah, massive change. Wow.
Well, there you go, guys. Schools. I think there's some people out there going, I really don't care about this, but this is interesting. It's a big factor. I think there's a good 20-year stage of one's life when you're putting your kids through school, and there's probably a good 15-year stage in your life, maybe 20-year stage when you're going through school. So a good half of your life is attributed to you in school, or your kids going, is you putting your kids through education, or you getting education. So it's a big bloody thing. So when it
Yeah,
comes to real estate, I'm going to be close to good education.
Yeah, I think so. Flavio, thanks for leaving a comment. Comparing education from the 80s and 90s to now has changed significantly. Yeah.
It's real. I've got to tell you, Billy, I don't know if you know this, but the level of education, and good comment from Flavio, the level of education, how that has changed in the last 20, 40, 60 years. Like, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Flavio thinks public schools are offering better education overall to some of the Catholic schools. There you go.
Public.
Schools. Yeah.
Interesting.
And look, some of the money that is going into these they're big dollars, and that that is obviously directly impacting properties nearby. It's like 40K a year for some of these kids to go to school.
Oh yeah, that's after tax money as well. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Billy, have a great day. Everyone, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, we help some people out there.
See ya.
See ya, bye.